Hello. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 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 How's it going, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Um, I have a sketch that I finished last stream. You saw it. You saw it happen. Here it is. Um, the Um, okay, I think I finally figured out a decent way to um do the con artists posts. Those have been giving me a little bit of trouble. But I have found that if I don't do 20 on Instagram and then post it before tagging it, it seems like it works all right. Um, And then if it gives me trouble after the fact, I've just been removing those from the post that they were in and um like I need to turn this a little bit so it's getting light a little bit better. Um yeah, that's still kind of there we go. It should adjust over time if I'm it's just that it's so fucking bright outside and these blinds aren't really doing a great job to like keep it um whatever. Um, but yeah, so those are going up slowly. There's gonna be a third post today. I don't want to overwhelm the account. Um, the first time we tried to set up an Instagram, it was like pretty it was kind of shitty. Uh, because I think just like posting so much and tagging a bunch of random people every time we do it was like not that was sort of setting off Instagram's like spam sensors. So um we'll get those up slowly but surely. um I think we had like 60 photos up on Tumblr, and now we have like 30 on Instagram. And that's out of the like 150 or whatever that we have. But yeah, we're making our way there. Um, um, and then I mentioned the Halloween release party. There's an official post about that. Go check out socials. If you haven't already, I've been reposting that Halloween release party, October 26th, Demo Brewing. Um, Demo Brewing is really chill. It seems like it used to be like an auto shop or something. There's all these like garages and stuff. It's like a pretty chill place, and their beers are good too. So, uh, come celebrate the release. Um, there's gonna be like a bunch of cool artists there. You can like get your copies signed when like if you buy it there. So that will be like ooh, I should think of a little cute illustration of my character from the comic I did for that. That would be sick actually. Ooh, or maybe I could just like make a bunch of like symbols and eyes and stuff. That would be sick. Um, but um and then small press fest in Champaign Urbana is gonna be on um I have that. October 11th, so that's coming up. Um, so if you are in the Champaign area, come see me there. I will be there. That is the next thing that I'm doing. October 11th. I think it's at like 11 a.m., which is great for me because uh I I only have to leave at 8 a.m., which sounds terrible for me, but we do it for the love. We do it for the love of the game. um but yeah, that's all the announcements for today. Hope everyone is doing great. You're having a good Wednesday. Your week's going all right. Um, I don't have any music planned today. I do need to practice guitar every day. Um, but I will probably do that off stream today. I might if we like start getting more chatters in here, I might do something that's like um a redeem for like guitar time. That could be kind of fun. Um, do I make it a sound alert though, or just a regular redeem that just says like they did it, they did the reading? I feel like there needs to be like maybe wild stallions or something. Maybe Wayne's World where they go like that could be cool. Um, but yeah, let me write that down. I'll make it a channel point redeem. That seems like it could be fun. But yeah, let me open up a drawing thing. Oh yeah. Actually, I think I will take just Right. I drew the uh outer border a little bit thinner this time. I think that should match the aspect ratio better. Nope. That's worse. um I think I need to be wider and shorter. I'm still laughing to myself about the truck being a hot ride. Um 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe this could be wider. I feel like I've been making this really thin lately, and that's not super necessary. Okay, interesting. This is gonna be I want this to look even. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make one line for this entire, and then I'm just gonna transform it. Okay, so that's the bottom guide. I didn't paste it. I'm just uh okay, that looks great. I knew that was too much to ask for. We'll have OSK, yeah, well. Yeah. Aw, come on. Why is it doing the whole fucking ugh? Here, I'm fucking locking this layer. I'm like, how do I even do that? There. And I'm gonna save this because it's getting to the point where I don't want to edit it anymore. Or rather, it would suck to have to like come back to. I mean, hello? Why is it animating like that? Of course, I'm moving the fucking background. I'm so confused. Why? Oh. Okay, here we go. No! Maybe it's because it's the layer? Yeah, it's doing the entire layer. Fuck. Whatever, this is easier anyway, because I can use... I think both of those could be up higher. Um, I was feeling kind of strapped for space in the last panel. Beautiful. All right. That just took several years off my life. Part of the issue is that I think this happened on stream, but my keyboard stopped working for this machine. Which means that I'm limited to using the touch functionality. Um and honestly, I what is basically like a tablet PC with a non-functional keyboard, still very particularly a tablet PC that I primarily use for drawing with a non-functional keyboard, seems like it still mostly works to me, and I would feel wasteful if I were to purchase a new device just because the keyboard stopped working. Um, I've I've kept this thing running longer than it's supposed to, so um this is a Surface Pro 4, so it was new in 2018. Um or no, it was new in 2016. So it's been 10 years since this device was uh like anywhere near top of the line. So I I feel like it's a point of pride the longer I can keep it going and like doing what I want it to do. Um but every once in a while there's a moment like this where it becomes very apparent how much like all software is designed with the assumption that you'll have a keyboard. The Especially not being able to multi-select with like touch functionality is like especially shitty. We're also going to save that because wowzers bowsers. I might keep the locks on the, oh well, we can disable them if we need to like chop up an image, but I do like having the lock on the background layers because I literally will never need to move the background or the template layers. um if I do, it's because I'm changing the template. Oh, let me just not do that. Nope. God. Ooh, that's cool. Cool kids. This is I'm noticing that I like this band a lot. Uh, oh yeah, you're selected. Let's just snap to ruler. Hell yeah. Well, wow. These didn't cross all the way. Shit. Oop. I'll need to fix that in a second when I take snap off. Hey, how's it going, Snow? Welcome in.
Hi.
Doing pretty good. Muggy out though? Yeah, seriously. It was just a second ago. No, not a second ago, like 30 minutes ago. It was too bright outside for the camera to like properly focus on me. And now it's immediately getting just like ugh. So I feel like there's storm a brewing. Completed new tiefling art. Can I see? I think it I think I have it set up to let you send a link. But if it doesn't, I will allow it. Fairly certain I didn't draw this chunk of the street when I originally drew this. I'm not sure why. I was distracted. It's That's more like it. And I want to make sure that I get this. So it's this like gate is lowered, so it should only be these like X's should be in where they are in the middle. So like that. And it's each one of these is actually part of a larger X. Technically, it's a bunch of V's, and then they're also upside down, but or I guess rather a zigzag line that crosses over with another zigzag line. That should be a little bit clearer. And then what's the side of this toned with? It's white. Yeah. Okay. Um. Uh, I'll do it with outlines then, and then there will be white in this one. So let's do 2 pixel effect. Like that. Hmm. I don't know if I like that. I made a minor mistake and now I have to repost it. That's so real. Where I sometimes I like to is it for a commission? Or is it like a character that you are playing yourself? I've definitely done that where it's like I thought I gave myself a chance to like look over everything and like make sure it was good, and then like the second after I post it, it's like I don't know how I missed this thing. Not this time. If it was a com, someone would have told me. Literally, yeah. That's that's. I feel like when it's just my shit, I'm the only one that can be critical about it. I for it gets out of hand for the comic. I have like a running document that is just every time I notice something, I put it in there, and then when it's time to like send it to the printer, I go back and like correct everything. Um but yeah, for like character designs and one-off art, there's probably shit that I like never discovered and like wouldn't discover unless I like heavily scrutinized it, and like it's it's not like a random person on like Twitter is gonna show up and be like, "Hey, did you mean to make these things two different colors?" Or like, "Did you mean for this line to continue here when it seems like it should be behind something?" I'm gonna do this as like that. I'll do that outline. I think that'll look a little bit better. And then I'll fill it with. I was talking with someone at our like drink and draw meetup for the like Northside artist group that did the like Halozine thing, and we someone had recently been to the Comic Art Museum in Cincinnati, which sounds really cool. I think I would like to go there. It's very heavy with like newspaper comics. Um which is interesting. I feel like that's not really something that I have like a bunch of like consciousness about. I feel like I'm more aware of the like graphic novel side of stuff and like loosely aware of like superhero comic stuff um very loosely. And but yeah, it's cool to hear about just like some of the older stuff that they've got there. In particular, they have a lot of like originals. Um, and I knew that it was common to do. Most people do this where their originals are like on like 17 by 22 paper, or like not, maybe not that big, but or like 14 by 11. But for a tiny newspaper comic, they draw it fucking big. Um, even when it's like on the simpler side. And then they have the original corrective marks, stuff that's designed not to get picked up by photocopiers and things like that. So like lots and lots of corrective fluid and redraws and stuff like that. Um, I feel like it's common to talk about digital art as like, oh, haha, like you you redraw the same circle like a million times, haha. Um, but like that shit still happens in traditional media. It's just that there's not evidence of it when when there's like, when you erase the same line. But yeah, I thought that was validating as a primarily digital artist. Let me put the sound effects layer. Oh, whoops. That's the wrong side. I'm personally very grateful for the existence of layered drawing. I've never drawn on like old school animation cells before. I've always wondered what that feels like. I imagine it's similar to drawing on um like projector paper, like transparency stuff. Usually I have like five sketch layers. Ugh. Yeah, as when you do the like original drawing on digital, that's even more like I I do like a weird mix of um traditional and digital, or physical and digital, I mean. Um but yeah, whenever I sketch something, I need like I need like a skeleton. I need like a reference. I need like, okay, I'm gonna try this, but I want to do it independently of the other one so it doesn't get too busy and I can hide it. I do pencils and then ink it digitally, yeah. Which like I could really achieve the same thing if I did this with like, you know, gray. Um Especially now that I think it's technically more of a holdover from before I had like a tablet that I could take other places with me. I used to just do pencils like when and wherever, because I can always take my sketchbook with me. Um, but now that I have a tablet, that's probably something that I should try doing more. I've never really considered it, especially since yeah, yeah, totally. I wonder, I um I do typically on Sundays I'll do like a sketching stream, and I struggled for a while trying to like I have my regular camera here, and then I was like, oh, I'll set up my phone as a document camera. And that never works the way that I want it to. I would need a bigger desk. I would need like a proper mount for whatever I'm holding up. But like I could just do it on this machine. There's no reason. Uh but I haven't yeah, I've done there's a few like Inktober sketches and stuff like that. Or like when I was doing daily sketches that I would do on a tablet. I have tools from the like different brush places that I get that would work well for pencils. And honestly, I don't think that matters all that much. I would probably be happy just using the same. That should be. I don't know why I made the bottom of that end pointy. Gonna touch grass. Okay. Good luck. You've worked very hard. Do not neglect your grass touching. Please enjoy the muggy weather. Thank you for stopping in. Oh 07. I don't know how I feel about that thickness of the effect line. I might need to fuck with that. I like the feathery. Um when it is, let me look at it from like reading size. I don't maybe. Let me do too big. Okay. Immediately like that better. I also like how the actually I should fill that all the way in and then rely on the effect background to cover over. Yeah. There we go. Okay. But yeah, I need to make another link. I set up a Patreon page because it's like integrated with Webtoons. I should make a link for that here too. I can't change my video settings while I'm live. I turned down the video settings a little bit earlier, but it seems like it is still. I think we need to do a little break. Before I start the next panel. Um, I'm gonna. All right. We're going to go look outside for a bit. Hydrate, stretch, go piss girl, etc. Uh, go do the same yourself if you have the chance. We'll be back in like 10 to 15 minutes. Um, I'm gonna run an ad near the end of it to turn pre-rolls off for a bit. Yeah, I'll be back in a bit. We're back. Welcome back. I enjoy the way that I moved the camera to to fix the lighting issue we were having. Makes Ripley on top of the mic. That's very good. Um, but yeah, refresh my coffee. Got my this. I've had this before. This is my banned books mug. Got some good ones. Um, all right. We're doing panel two. Man, this is gonna be. It's just a big oval. I think we're gonna end up doing the thing where we just slowly work our way through every part and get it curved and shaped the right way that we want it to. I wonder if because well that specifically for tires, although I don't know if I want to talk about. I feel like fancy like military vehicles would have like alternate kinds of wheels, but these can just be tires. Like rubber. Where does rubber come from in this world? So, um, it's synthesized materials, polymers. It's probably just plastic. Uh-huh. Um, but when it's got give to it, um, no matter how full the tires are, there's gonna be a little bit of a flattening when it sits on the ground. But when the wheels spin, um, I believe that it shifts the weight of where that bit is. So I'm not sure what that looks like. Um, so let's give it like let's put like a little lump back here. Stupid mistakes. Johnny hates me for, hates me for. Another another Pool Kids song that sounds fucking sick. I Their vocals are just like really great. Locksmith songs for these. Rock, emo, indie rock, math rock, pop punk. Interesting. Conscious uncoupling, and that's physics, baby. Alright. I'll have to pull that up later. Oh shit, did we drop? It's just my player. Oh jeez. I'm connected to the internet, right? Yeah. Is Twitch having issues? Oh jeez.